Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. Okay, so for today's lecture, I will continue with chapter 2.4, Given Integral. But before that, first of all, I would like to apologize because there are corrections for your notes untuk cari area of region. Okay, I am so sorry because I was just informed yesterday that we cannot use formula yang ada modulus tu. Okay, macam yang saya ajar from the previous lecture, we cannot use that one. Okay, I was just informed yesterday. So I'm so sorry for that. Okay, sebab saya takut if you use that one, it will be unacceptable in exam. Okay, pemeriksa tak terima. So that's why I make this extra notes for you to do correction. Okay, so ignore the formula daripada previous lecture and from the notes. So use this extra note instead. Okay, alright. So we start again. Untuk area of region kita akan start semula. Okay, so please do correction. Okay, for your notes. Okay, so for area of region, actually we only have two formula. Okay, awak akan ada pakai dua formula saja. The first one is dx. Okay, dx maksudnya function dalam ni will be all in term of x, and also the limit a and b must be a value of x. Okay, and then for another one, we're gonna use dy. Okay, and then untuk area dy pula, kita akan pakai all the functions here in terms of y, and also your value here must be value of y. Okay, so what's the difference? Okay, untuk dx, kita akan pakai formula dia atas tolak bawah. Okay, ingat, untuk dx, untuk value of x, atas tolak bawah. Okay, untuk dy pula, kita akan pakai kanan tolak kiri. Okay, so nak lagi nampak, I draw few graphs for you to see. Okay, so let's go through the first one. Okay, so let's say we have this function over here. We have curve fx. So we want to find the area of the region. The pink one. We want to find the area of the region. Okay, so based on the formula, since we use a and b as the limit, okay, and this is value of x, so that's why we're gonna use dx. So based on the formula, it says atas tolak bawah. So what does it mean? So maksudnya daripada atas, okay, kita akan sentuh area tu dulu kan. Kita akan sentuh area kita. So kita sentuh yang mana dulu? Kita sentuh fx dulu. Okay, so that's why I put fx here as function atas. Okay, and then kita teruskan. Ini kita akan tolak function yang bawah. Meaning daripada atas tadi sambung, kita akan jumpa area yang hujung pula. So yang ni kita sentuh this one. This is actually fx equal to 0. Okay, ataupun y equal to 0. Okay, this line is actually fx equal to 0 ataupun y equal to 0. That's why we get this formula. So fx minus 0 jadi fx sahaja. Okay, so for this region, area of region, the formula is from a until b fx dx. Okay, simple. Okay, next one, same. Okay, we have limit a until b, so we're gonna use dx, but a and b is value of x. Okay, so based on the formula, kita akan pakai atas tolak bawah. So again, daripada atas, kita akan pergi ke area tu, area yang pink tu. So apa yang dia sentuh dulu? Dia sentuh function x-axis tu. So x-axis again, it is fx equal to 0 ataupun y equal to 0. Okay, x-axis is fx equal to 0 ataupun y equal to 0. Okay, so kita letak kosong kat situ. So minus. Okay, so tadi jumpa atas kan? Now teruskan jumpa function yang bawah pula. Okay, so yang bawah adalah fx. So that's why 0 minus fx. Okay, so 0 minus fx is negative fx. So formula untuk area yang ni adalah negative fx. Okay, so tak ada lagi modulus. Okay, no more modulus. Formula yang ada modulus tu. Okay, and for the last one, sama juga, we have a curve gx, and then we have another curve fx. So kita nak cari area of the pink one. Okay, so we have limits a and b. Again, limit kita pakai limit value of x. So we're gonna use formula dx. So bila dx atas tolak bawah. So again, daripada atas kita akan jumpa siapa dulu? So curve mana yang kita akan jumpa dulu? This one. This is fx. So fx minus function yang bawah adalah function gx. That's why the formula to find the area of region for this one is from a until b, fx atas tolak gx bawah. Okay, like that. Okay, itu formula untuk dx. So now moving on untuk formula dy pula, sama je konsep dia, but the difference is the value of limit. We gonna use the value of y, and function dalam ni mesti in term of y juga. Okay, so bila pakai dy, the formula is kanan tolak kiri. Okay, so let's together see the example. Okay, so we have function over here. So this is the curve gy. Okay, so we want to find the area of the pink one. Okay, this region. Okay, so since the limit is from c until d, it is the value of y. That's why we're gonna use dy. So based on the formula dia adalah kanan tolak kiri. So daripada kanan, kita akan jumpa siapa dulu? Kita akan jumpa gy dulu. That's why gy dekat sini. And then minus function yang kiri adalah this one. This is actually function juga. Y-axis tu adalah function, which is this is x equal to 0. Okay, ataupun fy equal to 0. Okay, this function. Okay, that's why gy minus 0. So gy minus 0 is equal to gy sahaja. Okay. Alright, so next one sama juga. We use the c and d as our limit, so we're gonna use dy sebab c and d adalah value of y. Okay, so based on formula again, kanan tolak kiri. So daripada kanan, awak akan jumpa this line first. So this is also a curve. This is also a function which is 0. So 0 minus gy. Okay, that's why the area for this region is negative gy dy. Okay, and then for the last one. Okay, so we want to find this curve, the area of region for this pink one. Okay, so we use the limit c and d, which is the value of y. That's why we can use dy. So based on the formula again, untuk dy, the formula is kanan tolak kiri. Kanan tolak kiri. So daripada kanan, awak akan jumpa function ni dulu. This curve first, which is fy. That's why fy here. And then minus function yang kiri adalah function gy. Okay, that's why the formula for this area of region is fy minus gy. Okay, so that's it. Okay, awak hanya perlu ingat dua formula ni sahaja untuk awak punya area of region. Okay, so now let's do again a few examples using the formula yang kita dah belajar tadi. Okay, so for example 17, dia kata find the area enclosed by x-axis and the following curve and straight line. So maksudnya we will need to find the area ataupun kawasan yang tertutup ataupun terkurung oleh syarat-syarat yang dibagi. Okay, so for A, disuruh kita lukis this curve. So the purple one saya dah lukis dah. And then this line x equal to negative 1, yang ni, and x equal to 2. So now we want to find the area of region bounded by this all condition. Okay, so tips there I will use highlight. Okay, highlight to see which part of the region that they want. Okay, so first dia kata enclosed by x-axis. So I highlight the x-axis here. And then it enclosed by this curve, the purple one. And also enclosed by this one and this one. This one and this one. Okay, so notice that kawasan yang tertutup ataupun terkurung by all the highlight is actually this one. This is the area of region that we want. Okay, so to find the area of region of this one, you're gonna need to decide whether you will use the x or dy. Okay, so obviously you see that the value is from negative 1 until 2, right? So this is value of x, that's why we're gonna use the x. And the limit is from negative 1 until 2. Okay, and then remember the formula for the x is atas tolak bawah. Atas tolak bawah. Okay, so negative 1 until 2. So from atas, daripada atas, we see this function first. So kita akan substitute the value x square plus 3. And then minus the function below. Sorry, the function below is actually 0. This is fx equal to 0, so 0. Okay, so you just need to integrate x square plus 3 only. Okay, so x cubed over 3 plus 3x. So from negative 1 until 2. So you substitute your upper limit minus your lower limit. So the final answer would be 12. And make sure to put unit square as your final answer because it is area. Okay, and don't forget your area must always be positive. So if you get negative as your answer, maksudnya awak salah kira lah. Okay, ataupun awak salah formula. Okay, so moving on to next one. So yang B pun sama. So first, we need to draw the graph first untuk kita tengok kawasan mana yang enclosed ataupun terkurung. Okay, so I've drawn the purple one and then x negative 3 and also x equal to 3. So now we want to find the area of region bounded by all the conditions. So the first one, dia kata bounded by x-axis tadi. So x-axis is here. And then next, bounded by the curve. So ada satu curve je for this one, which is the purple one. And then last one, there's two condition. Okay, so I highlight all of that. Okay, so kalau awak tengok betul-betul, there are two area of region yang terkurung, okay, ataupun terbounded ataupun enclosed. Okay, which is the first one is yang ni. This is the first one, and the second one is the small one. Okay, so we need to separate the cases. Why? Okay, why? So saya separate pada A1 and also A2. Okay, so why saya separatekan? Because notice that yang ni kita akan pakai formula atas tolak bawah. Kenapa? Sebab limit dia kita nampak daripada negatif 3 sampai 3 kan. So this is value of x. So we're going to use the x. But the issue is, notice that for the orange one, daripada atas, awak akan jumpa curve dulu. and then minus 0. Fx equal to 0. And then for the blue one, daripada atas awak akan jumpa fx equal to 0 dulu. And then barulah awak jumpa function yang bawah, which is the curve. Okay, that's mean for these two area, atas dengan bawah dia adalah function yang berbeza. Okay, so you have to separate the case. Okay, so for A1 first. Okay, so kita tengok A1, so limit is from negative 3 until here. So here is actually 2. Okay, 2 awak boleh dapat daripada dia punya x-intercept for this one. X-intercept y equal to 0, so your x-intercept gonna be 2. Okay, so A1 awak adalah daripada negative 3 sampai 2. So again, daripada atas, kita akan jumpa this one dulu. So 8 minus x power 3, and then minus function yang bawah adalah this one, which is 0. Okay, so tak payah letak pun tak apa 0 tu. So negative 3 until 2, 8 minus x cube dx. So integrate 8x minus x 4 over 4. So from negative 3 until 2. Substitute upper limit minus substitute lower limit, you're going to get 225 over 4 units square. Okay, so for the blue one. Okay, now for the blue one, A2. So the limit is from 2 until 3. So 2 until 3, and obviously we're going to use dx because this is value of x. So formula dia kata atas tolak bawah. So daripada atas, again from atas, we touch this one first, this function first, which is 0. Minus, so function bawah adalah the curve. Okay, since minus at the front, don't forget to put bracket. Okay, okay, so saya darab masuk, become negative 8 plus x cube dx. Okay, so integrate. Okay, so substitute your upper limit minus substitute your lower limit, and then the final answer will be 33 over 4 units squared. Okay, so for the final step, make sure you find the total area. Okay, so the total area is A1 plus A2. So 225 over 4 plus 33 over 4, you're gonna get the final answer 64.5 unit squared. Okay, so this is the area for these two regions. Okay. Okay, so for C, you can try by your own. So make sure you edit the question. This is actually x, and then the final answer would be 1 unit square. So you can try by your own. So we proceed with example 18. Okay, so the question asks us to find the area enclosed by y-axis and the curve and the straight line. Okay, so we first need to draw the graph first to find the actual region that they want. Okay, so I've drawn for you. So this is the first curve, the purple one, and then y equal to 0 is the x-axis, and y equal to is over here. Okay, so now we want to find the area enclosed ataupun tertutup oleh all the conditions. Okay, so first the y-axis. So I will highlight the y-axis, and then the next one, the curve. So this is the curve. And the last one, y equal to 0 and y equal to 2. So y equal to 0 is here, y equal to 2 is here. Okay, so notice that there are two areas that are bounded by these 4 conditions, which is here and here. Okay, so this is the first area, this is the second area. Okay, so these two areas is bounded by all the conditions. Okay, so now we again need to separate the cases. Why? Okay, so first, we notice that the area would be using this formula, dy. Kenapa? Sebab the limit, we see that the limit is using the value of y, which is sini 0, sini 1, and then here is 2. The limit is y. Okay, so we're going to use this formula. So untuk A1 dengan A2, I will separate the cases because it's on the formula. Formula kata kanan tolak kiri. Okay, formula kata kanan tolak kiri. So let's check together. So for the blue one, daripada kanan kita jumpa curve dulu, and then minus 0. Okay, this is function x equal to 0. Okay, and then for the orange one, daripada kanan kita akan jumpa 0 dulu, function x equal to 0, and then barulah kita jumpa the curve. Okay, so they have different function untuk kanan dan kiri. Okay, so kita akan kira separately dulu. So untuk A1 dulu, so untuk A1 nilai y dia adalah daripada 1 until 2. Okay, 1 until 2. So that's why we use dy. And the formula kanan tolak kiri. So daripada kanan kita akan jumpa this function first. Okay, so notice that kita pakai dy kan. So the function here must be in terms of y. Okay, so for this one, kita kena rearrange the equation untuk dapatkan function x kita. So x equal to y square minus 1. Okay, kita dapat x equal to y square minus 1. Kita akan substitute dalam kita punya jalan kerja. So here y square minus 1. Okay, must be in term of y. Okay, and then minus 0 lah, because the function kiri adalah x equal to 0. Okay, this is x equal to 0. So 1 until 2 y square minus 1 dy. Okay, so y cube over 3 minus y. So from 1 until 2, so substitute upper limit minus lower limit. So it is equal to 4 over 3 units square. Okay, that's for the blue one. Okay, now for the orange one, same, we're going to use dy because the value of limit is value of y, which is for the orange one daripada 0 until 1. 0 until 1. Okay, and the formula is kanan tolak kiri. So daripada kanan, we touch this one first, which is 0. So 0 minus, don't forget your bracket. So function kiri adalah the curve, which is this one. Okay, so I substitute the negative. Substitute pula, expand the negative. So negative y square plus 1 y. So negative y cube over 3 plus y. From 0 until 1, substitute upper limit minus substitute lower limit. You're going to get term 2 over 3 unit square. Okay, so the final answer, A1 plus A2, you're going to get 4 over 3 plus 2 over 3, which is 2 unit square. Okay, okay, that's how you use the formula kanan tolak kiri. Okay, so for the B part, you can try by your own. So we can proceed with the next example, example 9. Okay, so now let's continue with example 19. So the question said that the two curves y equal to this and y equal to this intersect ataupun bertindih at points A and B. Okay, so the question asks us to find the coordinates, cari koordinat. So bila soalan kata koordinat, mestilah ada value of x and also value of y. Okay, so how do we find the intersection points? We can use simultaneous equation. Okay, persamaan serentak. So ada dua point yang kita nak cari, so we need two equations. So we already have the two equations. Okay, so equation yang pertama adalah y equal to 12x minus x square. And then equation yang kedua, y equal to x square plus 16. Okay, so I subs 2 into 1. Okay, so x square plus 16 equal to 12x minus x square. So x square plus x square is 2x square minus 12x plus 16 equal to 0. Okay, and then we can simplify it, divide the whole equation with 2. So become x square minus 6x plus 8 to 0. Okay, so using the calculator, you're going to get two factors, which is the first one, x minus 2, and then second one, x minus 4 equal to 0. So you get two value of x, which is x equal to 2, x equal to 4. Okay, so we already get two value of x, because we have 2 points, right? But we need to find the value of y too. Okay, so you can just substitute the value of x into either 1 or 2. You can use either one. Okay, so substitute the equations. Let's say for x equal to 2, y equal to 2 square plus 16, which is 20. And then for x equal to 4, I substitute into the first equation. Okay, you can use either one, okay, don't worry. So this one equal to 32. Okay, so there are 2 points that we get. So the first one is 2, 20, and the second one is 4, 32. Okay, that's how we get the 2 points, coordinate A and B. Okay, settle for the first part. So for second part, they ask us to sketch the two curves on the same axis. Okay, so we need to draw the curve. So first one is this one. Okay, this is Z shape, and then we're gonna have two x-intercept. Let's use the orange one. Okay, so for y equal to negative x squared plus 12x, so it's Z shape. So we're gonna have negative x plus 12. So we have two x-intercept. The first one is 0, and then another one is 12. Okay, so the shape gonna look something like this. Okay, so this is my function y equal to negative x squared plus 12x. Okay, and then for the second one, this one, it's gonna look like smile shape, and then shift 16 up, so something like this. Okay, so this is our second function. Okay, but something wrong with this graph. Okay, so the question said that the two curves intersect, right? So this graph is not intersect, so I need to edit a little bit my graph like this. So now I notice that they intersect with each other and they have 2 points of intersection. Okay, so this is the first point and this is the second point. So we have 2 values of x that we found already, 2 and 4. So obviously here is 2 and here is 4. Okay, so this is your graph. And then here is 16. Okay, so now we already draw our graph. So now the last part of the question, they ask us to find the area enclosed by the two curve. Okay, kawasan yang tertutup oleh kedua-dua curve. So again, I'm going to use the highlight to see which part of the area. So this one and this one enclosed by these two curve. So there is only one possible area, which is here, the pink one. Okay, in the middle. Okay, so let's find the area. Okay, so since you notice that the area is from 2 until 4 and this is the value of x, so we're going to use the x. Okay, so for the x, the formula is kanan tolak kiri. Kanan tolak kiri. Okay, so from 2 until 4, so sorry, atas tolak bawah, my god. My bad guys. Atas tolak bawah. Atas tolak bawah. Gosh. Okay, so daripada atas, awak jumpa curve mana dulu? This curve, this is this one. Okay, so substitute the value. Negative x square plus 12x, and then minus, don't forget your bracket. So function yang bawah adalah the blue one, this one. Okay, so expand minus x square minus 16. So I can combine these two, become negative 2x squared plus 12x minus 16 dx. So you can directly integrate, become negative 2x cubed over 3 plus 12x squared over 2 and minus 16x. Okay, so from 2 until 4. Okay, so you can simplify this one, becomes 6. Okay, so finish your answer. So substitute your upper and lower limit. Okay, make sure you write the steps. So the final answer would be 8 over 3 units squared. Okay, so this is your final answer. Okay, make sure to complete by your own. Okay, done. Okay, for question 2, you can try by your own, and this is the final answer. So we'll just discuss or do the last question, number 3. Okay, we'll do it together. Okay, so find the area of the region in the first quadrant that is bounded by y equal to z x axis, and y equal to x minus 2. Okay, so first we need to draw the graph and find the area that enclosed by these 3 conditions. Okay, so I draw the graph for you. So this is the purple one, this is y equal to zx, and then we have x-axis over here, and we have the green function. Okay, so now we want to find the region bounded by these 3 conditions. So first, it is bounded by the purple one, and then bounded by the x-axis, and lastly bounded by the green function. Okay, so notice that there is only one area bounded by these 3 conditions, which is this one. Okay, this is the only area that we want. Okay, so notice that we can use formula dy. Okay, the formula dy. So area equal to dy kanan tolak kiri. Okay, because we can use the limit from value of y, which is here is 0. So 0. And then this is also value of y that we can find. Okay, this is value of y that we can find. So let's say I put it as d. Okay, so 0 until d. So for kanan tolak kiri, daripada kanan, you will touch this one first. Okay, so this is the function, but since we use dy, the function gonna be in terms of y, so you need to rearrange the equation. So x equal to y plus 2. Okay. And then for the purple one, this one also must be rearranged. So we square both sides. So x is equal to y squared. Okay. So now we're gonna insert the equation into our formula. So kanan again, kanan here. So this one first. So y plus 2 minus y square dy. Okay, so now we already insert the function. How about d? We need to find the limit d. Okay, so we need to find d. Okay, so notice that this is actually intersection point of these two functions. Okay, so from the previous question, we know that we can find the intersection point using the simultaneous equation. So same as this one. Okay, I'm going to solve the equation simultaneously to find the value of d. Okay, so this is our first equation and this is our second equation. Okay, so subs 2 into 1. So y square equal to y plus 2. So y square minus y minus 2 equal to 0. So insert into the calculator, we're going to get two factors, y minus 2 and also y plus 1. Okay, so we get two value of y. The first one is 2 and the second one is negative 1. Okay, so obviously here is 2 because this is the positive part of the y-axis. Okay, so our d is 2. So now we can substitute our d. Okay, now we can directly integrate. So y squared over 2 plus 2y minus y cubed over 3. So integrate from 0 until 2. We substitute the upper limit minus substitute the lower limit. And the final answer would be 10 over 3 unit square. Okay, that's it. Okay, so we have done the area of region from chapter 2.4. Okay, so that's it for area of region. Okay, bye guys. Thank you for watching.